Hello, one and all. Welcome back to more Let's Play Guys of Arcadia. I am the Max of your Trades. In the last part, we quote-unquote stole a boat, and now it is our boat, and it is a pretty swell boat. And apparently, I'm a real deal pirate captain guy now, and I'm trying to get myself a crew and an HQ, and I wasn't entirely sure how exactly to get back to the place that we were gonna make an HQ, and that was a bit of a problem, so I ended up coming back here, and I found some new crewmates, so ultimately it wasn't a bad thing at all. Were you always here? Hey, isn't that one of the guys on the wanted list at the Sailors Guild? I mean, I didn't know that, but I thought it was strange that he randomly showed up. Yeah, let's talk to him. I'm feeling pretty good about my chances at the defeating of a ne'er-do-well. I thought that sound was him blowing a raspberry. What are you looking at, punk? Your stupid face. Haha, got him. Huh, looks like we got a live one here. At least this makes the bounty more interesting. I hear that you've been thrashing up cities with that machine of yours. Your name's Lapin, right? What of it? And what? You here to try and stop me or something? Indeed I am. That wasn't really the goal when I hit record, but since we're in the neighborhood, well, that's the plan. The name's Vice. Vice of the Blue Rogues. We're here to learn a little cash. So you're this Vice that everyone keeps talking about. Making quite a name for yourself, what with doing the impossible twice. This day's turning out to be quite interesting. If I can defeat you, that means that I'll become even more famous than you. Well, that's just logic. Too bad you're not gonna. Let's fight outside the city. I don't want anyone not involved to get hurt. Come to my ship and we'll fight there. Coward. Yeah, coward. How dare you want to not hurt civilians. But if fighting outside makes you feel comfortable, whatever. You'll need all the help you can get to beat me. I choose to not be afraid. Oh yeah, this is our ship now. It's very large. I hear that you built that machine yourself. Damn right I did. It's the only thing my good-for-nothing pops ever taught me. Oh, he's got issues. Dad. You have a dad? I figured you must have just hatched from an egg and crawled out from under some rock somewhere. Oh my god! I wish I had an air horn. Watch your mouth. Besides, he's not even my real pops. He just found me somewhere and decided to raise me. So then, the idea of you coming out of an egg is in fact not off the table. Good to know. I didn't ask for help. He just picked me up and brought me home. Anyway, his name is Sentime, the coward. Say, what? Wait a minute, Sentime is your dad? Huh, I doubt it. I don't see how Sentime could have raised a slime ball like this. I said watch your mouth, wench. Okay, well now you'd gone and done called her dad. That's no good. Now I gotta smack your head open. I said watch your mouth. You don't know a single thing about what you're talking about. Why did we let him bring that? Why did we let him bring that? That seemed ill-advised. It's like a train with a fist. Me and Gun Arm are gonna be big, real big. Not like that old fart of a dad.
I'll teach you.
All right, so this fight might have gotten a little bit more interesting than I was ready for. Vice, I'm gonna rip you apart with this machine. You best come at me with all you got because I'm not holding back. And then, inexplicably out of nowhere, Enrique comes through a door and says, hey guys, what's going on out here? Oh my god, what's all this? I guess I'm fighting now. Nope. You got some kind of cones? Some frocks? I know not what that all be about. Alright then. Seems like a pretty good idea to probably try and fight myself some of those. Yeah, let's maybe try and do that. But also, let's speed ourselves up. And I should probably get more acquainted with the magic abilities that you have available to us. Prevents target from casting any spells by silencing them, though, but that's never going to work, so we're not even gonna bother. Weakens one enemy target, lower all attributes. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see what happens. They're shooting lasers! In retrospect, perhaps I should have healed before I did this, although in my defense, I was not mentally prepared for every single enemy to decide to all attack Aika. I feel like she would have gotten knocked completely out regardless of what I did. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work, but I dared to dream. Alright, so that's that, I guess. Let's just speed ourselves up a little bit. Except for Aika. Not even sure why they included her in the cutscene there. Bit lame of you for that. Target search! Not entirely sure what you're looking for. Not exactly hard to get. All right, then, we're just gonna, I guess, do our tried and tested method of desperately hoping to get our teammates back on their feet and keeping them alive for long enough for it to matter. Let's focus. Ah, delightful. Good. Glad you decided to attack her. That's totally cool and great and cool. Ah, yes, that makes 2 enemies attacking her in a row. Could you maybe not? Also, nice to see that boosting our speed did literally absolutely nothing, I guess. Make up a question whether or not that was worth my damn time or not. And it didn't work. Why on earth would it have? Okay, at least we had that much going for us. Okay. Assuming he can't respawn these things, and I have no reason to think that he can't, because why on earth wouldn't he? And now Fina is super dead. Absolutely super-de-duper dead. That would have one-shot her no matter what the circumstances. All right. I guess this is just what we're doing now. Great. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, I guess. I have no earthly clue if this is even remotely possible. And now you're lasering Enrique. Managing to dodge them. Man, either Enrique has puffy pants or he has a gargantuan butt. Just throwing that out there.
Moons, get me straight.
Moons, bless me to win a literal coin flip. Miraculously, that's a thing. But will she die instantaneously on the next turn? That's the real question.
Go.
So he has a never-ending supply of those things, and they can just use all of their attacks to murder me every single time. All right, yeah, this seems like a type of fight I most certainly cannot win at all. Like, this seems very much completely hopeless. Yeah. I feel like maybe I should come back and try to do this fight later. I'm not going to just, you know, straight up give up. That's not really in my nature to do so, but yeah, let it be known that I'm very much aware of the fact that this is not working out for me at all. But for giggles, we can at least see how much damage this does. It's worth a shot. Okay, I mean, if I could do that and the thing is, the problem isn't the amount of damage I'm doing. I can definitely destroy the enemies. The problem is they're all significantly faster than me and have the ability to kill me.
This should work.
If you can knock out one or two of my teammates at any given turn, the odds of success drastic go down, to put it in the most eloquent way that I can think of. And I said that wrong on purpose. It's a reference. All right, so next turn's gonna hurt like all business. It's going to be a very unfortunate set of circumstances, and Aika still on her butt. Or side, I suppose. Cool! Glad this is a thing. Glad that this is definitely totally a thing. And I really can't do much of anything about anything, really. Honestly. Yeah, not really a lot of options available to me at all, really. Yeah, I don't really know what even... Like, I feel like my odds are bad. I have no idea what to really do here. I mean, and I feel like it's kind of a waste of time to bother trying to fight off the laser things, but I kind of need to fight off the laser things because they are way too strong, and they will kill me with their death lasers, as has been seen. I really don't like that. It seems like the enemies always focus for those that they can kill first, and I understand that they do that. It makes sense. They should, realistically. That makes sense. Like, oh, they have lower HP. Aim for them. They have lower defense and all that good stuff. That makes sense, but I hate it. Like, I very adamantly hate the fact that that is a thing. All right, then, yeah, so... This is clearly just not a fight that I can win right now. We'll come back for this all later. At the very least, train up Enrique a little bit more. My goodness, this went poorly. Yeah, at best, I can only delay the inevitable. Not the best use of my time, but you know what? Now we know. Now we absolutely know. And now a Sidewinder? Really? Alright, so yeah, no, we most assuredly never stood a chance with this one. Yeah, I don't like it, but it seems like the right choice. Luckily, I accomplished literally nothing before I went and did that. A very strong part of me very adamantly wanted to just restart the episode entirely. Like, because I was starting up in the exact same place I was before, and then, I don't know, maybe I could have just walked past that guy like this, and nobody would have been any of the wiser about what just happened. Because I just know I'm going to be made fun of for losing, but it sure didn't seem like I had much of a chance. It is what it is. Sometimes, you know, sometimes these things happen. And as much as I don't like giving ammunition for make funs, I don't really have a lot of a choice. I definitely got into a fight, and I definitely got myself whooped. And unlike other fights where I got myself whooped, it did not seem like there was much of a chance of being able to turn that around. Alright, let's try and make the rest of this episode worth it. Hey! Alright, well, first things first, that was the wrong button. So, I need to get to Crescent Isle. So, would it be a smart idea to go all the way back around, I wonder? Well, you know what actually would be a good idea? I have the captain's hat. I gotta remember to put this back, but I'm curious. Actually, very curious. I'm not interested in the running away thing, but a map that leads the holder away from enemies. So I'm curious if that just means random encounter less. And if it is, then that's gonna be really good on my efforts to get back to that island. So I say we do a dat. Question is, should I go back to any of the prior places? I almost feel like I should. Like, at the very least, I feel like I should be making, I don't know, stop-offs in Horteca and maybe even Pirate Isle. It's possible. I'm not sure how good of an idea it is, but I don't see any problem in revisiting a place or two. I mean, I got crewmates for, you know, from going back to the Pirate Isle, so it definitely seems possible, if nothing else. Shrine Island was a dungeon, we don't need to worry about that. I'll just keep on heading to the south. Once I get myself reoriented and figure all that noise out, there we go. All right, yep, just turn a little bit that way. Head south completely. And I've somehow lost my way. All right, cool. I felt rather confident that I was going the right way, and that should have been my first sign of everything going horribly wrong. All right, so Lambda Burst, obviously, and just zoom on past. And that takes care of all that because the enemies here ain't worth much of anything. Although they do give me free MP experience, so. You still didn't do anything, Enrique! Not for nothing, I appreciate the moral support. But not counting that fight we lost, never mind, I didn't lose my way, I knew where I was going. Not counting that fight we lost because we're now in a timeline where it never happened in the first place, you haven't fought anybody yet. You've yet to prove yourself in any noteworthy way. If nothing else, it's been like a bajillion years since we've been here. Hey there, Vice. I heard that you not only managed to escape from Vala again, but you stole one of their best ships as well. Yeah, it's literally right over there. That's incredible, but we've got a new ship too. We just finished the last preparations on the Albatross 2. This time, it's even bigger. We've been working on it for a long time in the underground port. It's finally finished. Can't wait to take her sailing. I find the odds of being able to recruit anybody here to be somewhat low, if I'm being real. But, I don't know. If nothing else, there's no reason to not want to visit this place very briefly. Oh, nope. No point in doing any of that. Can check in on all the peoples. It's been a while. I mean, that guy had new things to say. Visit up on Vice's ma. That's a good idea. That's a good thing to do. Oh, you're home. Did you want to rest for a little while? Sure, I could use a nap. Great. I'll prepare a nice dinner for you, okay? Just go upstairs and relax. I'll let you know when dinner's ready. Yay, food! And there you go. Also, there's that HP icon needed back. Fully restored. Didn't have to pay anything for it either, so there you go. Good morning, and just you just be careful out there, okay? Make sure you bundle up if it gets cold. Ah, you and your mom words. Of that I swear, my goodness. And it might as well check up in on all the peoples. What about you, tiny children? Ah, that's a really nice ship, Vice. Where'd you get that thing from? You better let me ride in it someday. Not safe, there are many spooky monsters. Hey, Vice, guess what, guess what? They let me on the Albatross the other day. Well, actually, I was just helping my dad move some boxes, but it still technically counts. But you gotta learn the little things like that before you can become a sailor, right? I'm gonna be the best sailor in the whole wide world. Yeah, good luck with that. Hey, Vice, long time no see. You should come home more often. Want to hear all about your adventures and stuff. I bet you've seen some really neat stuff. I fought 2 gargantuan titans. They were absurd. I wasn't able to defeat either of them for obvious reasons, but still. And how's your pow-pow? Hey, tell me about the pals. Or don't tell me about the pals. What's happening? Vice, we wanted to ask you to do something for us. We really wish we could go with you and help out, but we're still too young, I guess. Well, that's what our parents say. So instead, we want you to take Pow with you. He'll help you out instead. Pow Pow. But Pow Pow is the guardian of the island. I can't take him. Pow has always been there for us. Whenever we needed someone to cheer us up, he was there. And we were just thinking that maybe if Pow could go with you, he could cheer you up whenever you needed it, you know? Ah, I see. Well then, pal, looks like you're the newest member of my crew. Alright, so I guess this did have a point. You hear that, pal? Vice is gonna take you with him. You're gonna get to sail on that big ship with his crew. Pow, pow, pow. Pow has never consented to this, has joined your crew as a jester of sorts. Ah, well, alright then. Fair enough. How about that granny? Has she been dislodged? Well, we won't know by going into the building that she doesn't live in. If that much is obvious. My goodness. Alright, what you got? They say there are 6 moons. Wow, alright, you're just dishing out that old-ass knowledge, huh? Alright. Well, she doesn't leave the house. She doesn't get out much. Probably doesn't even realize that I left this place. Can you believe it? That good for nothing husband of mine is so ungrateful. Do you know what he told me? I really feel at home when I'm out sailing. It's so relaxing. I have so much freedom. Oh, but I don't mean anything by that. Can you believe that? How could he not mean anything by that? I swear I should lock him inside the house from now on. Indeed you should. So how does it feel to have gone on your first adventure? I've gone on my first and like, my first 32 adventures. It must feel great to be out on your own. But I always knew that you weren't the type to sit still for very long. I knew it was only a matter of time before you left here. Doesn't look like there's much of anything really new to go on about here. And I don't think I'm gonna be grabbing any of the sailors from the Albatross. That doesn't seem very likely. All right then. Well, you're all free to yell at me. That me, you missed the one dude who is here that you could have gotten. I'm sure I'll come back to this place again. I just like to make some more, you know, substantial we have a tiny ship to make docks into tiny places so we don't bring our big old ship there. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right then, that's that. I guess we'll try and go Datum way, but we don't have good brain engine, so can't go through big rock'ems. So what brain do thing go with bad stuff words, huh? How do I get back to any of the places I've been to? Holy! Well, I'm gonna figure this out. Well, this looks like it could be a discovery. This a discovery? Looks like it should be. It's not a discovery? It's all shiny and mystical and magical and stuff. That's a bummer. It definitely should have been. I feel as if this mappy thing really isn't doing all that much for me, if I'm being honest. Oh, great. Oh, great. You know what I always wanted? This guy back in my life. Get out of here, you creepy-ass demon fish of the damned. Ain't nobody want anything to do with you. At the very least, the exploits around these parts aren't going to be too difficult. Why must you constantly be the one with the victory animation when you do not do anything whatsoever? I care not for that being. Alright, anyway, I already know I'm going the wrong way, because I definitely didn't go this way before to get here. And yet, oh, I think I caught a fish. Alright, that's cool. So, yeah. Well, no sense wasting everybody's time with my flying. I'm just gonna find my way to where I need to be do a little checkup on another town, and, you know, then we'll definitely find our way back to Crescent Isle and all that good stuff. Alrighty, so here's the dilly. I've decided it probably makes way more sense to go exploring and looking for crewmates and all that good jazz once I actually, you know, finish up the hull and engine so that we can go through fog and rocks and all that stuff and not have to try and find ways around it. I'd much prefer to just have massive shortcuts. That makes more sense. And so I also was able to find my way back. There was this little hole here. I somehow got jumbled up and completely forgot how I managed to get from this area to back over there. Whatever. The point is, I got it figured out, and it didn't take me too long. Only about like 6 minutes or so. But still, that 6 minutes, that would have just been me flying around. So, there you go. But before we go back, I'm kind of curious if maybe anybody, can we even... delightful. Thank you. All right, so I was wondering if we could actually land in this place to see if, you know, anybody was alive or something, because, you know, I kind of liked the people there. I mean, maybe not their leader because of all the hubris and what have you, but regardless of that, there were people that helped out Ica and Fina and all that good stuff. So obviously, I'd like to try and maybe see if anybody is still around. But, and for a brief moment, it sure looked like I could, but then I hit the button and nothing happened, and then I moved, and now nothing is happening even more than before. And you might think, how does even more nothing happen? And I'm telling you, don't question me, okay? I'm doing my best here. Okay, so we can land here. I must have just went too far forward or something. All right, so, well, you seem fine. Let's see, box of tomatoes with 1, 2, no, this box is not any good either. When only this many survived the fire, you cannot miscount even if you want to. All right. I was just curious about any and all of the peoples that might be around. I just want to see. It seems like things are okay so far. A lot of property damage, obviously, but I came intending to replenish my supplies in Strahd, but this place is burned to the ground. What a shock! There's almost nothing being sold in the shops, and even what's available is so expensive, but I still have to replenish my supplies somehow. Yeah, that's probably not the best. So, how are you guys doing? Boss Kazim is in the turret on top of the wall. Boss says he's gonna attack Vala and get revenge, even if he has to do it all by himself. Our job was to defend Strahd, but we were completely helpless to do anything. Not your fault, really. It mostly was your leader saying, no, we don't got anything to worry about. Makes me damn angry, and I'm sure I'd like to go beat Vala to a pulp. No doubt. A pulp like so very many tomatoes. Well, if absolutely nothing else, there do seem to be new things being said. Oh no, they changed the painting! Oh, okay, yeah, no, look at that. Actual factual damage has been done. I never expected the Nisrian forces to collapse so easily before a Valan attack. Alas, no one ever dreamed the Valans could come through to the North Denel Strait, with Skyrit blocking the way. They were caught so completely off guard that the cannons on the palace walls never got off a single shot. Boy, was Kazim mad. Indeed, indeed. Can we still go in here? Everybody alive? I talked to you, but I'm 97% positive that you're just going to ask if I want to stay here. And if I'm being honest, no, not really, but the inside of this place is looking pretty good. It's not like, you know, it's not like the place we came from when it got attacked and there was just a bunch of surface level damage. I can tell that palace ain't really standing too good anymore. Should probably talk to that Kazim guy at some point. Oh, okay, hang on. All right, well, there you go. I got myself a free cham. You guys seem alive, and that's good. A young maiden! A massive bombing raid turned the bazaar into a heap of rubble. It had to be closed because it was too dangerous. Well, since my house was burned down and all of my valuables were confiscated, I wouldn't really be able to afford anything anyway. Without money or a place to play, the only thing left for us to do is sit here and whisper sweet nothings to each other by the fountain. Until you die? Like, what? Gotta figure something out over there. Hello there. My shop is gone. It's too much to bear. I said, my shop is nothing more than a heap of rubble, and my clerk ran away with all the money. I'm completely ruined. I feel kind of sorry for her. You know, Vice, maybe we should take her with us on our ship? Ship? You own a ship? How big is it? How much cargo can it hold? How much money do you make transporting goods? Yeah, you may not look like much, but you seem to be doing well for yourself. Okay, I've decided. I'll go with you on your ship. Sounds like I can make some money. Okay, hold on a second. You can't just decide that all by yourself. I'm an excellent trader. I can help you find treasures that would normally be almost impossible to find. Okay, as a merchant. All right, okay. I really did come here for the purposes of just kind of surveying the area to see, you know, if people were alive. It seems okay-ish. The stuff towards the front of the town seemed more okay than anything else. How about you? You okay? You seem okay. Hey, it's Vice. You're lucky. People called you Vice the Valiant. Oh, yeah, I already read that up. You got anything that's good? Better than what I got? The answer is yes. I have a bunch of prototype cannons, and they're not too good. Although, that would make me lose a lot of SP. Although, we got these, which are just significantly better in every conceivable way. I truly don't understand ship combat at all. Alright, well, how about I just buy 3 of those, because I can, you know? There we go. Bada boom, bada bop. There you go. Seems like a pretty good idea. Yeah, no, this is just... Okay, this one has slightly better hit, but literally... Is there any reason why I wouldn't want to just have 4 of these? I said 10 because it says 10 on it. Sure doesn't seem that way. State-of-the-art cooking facilities. That boost our defense? That's interesting. I'll buy it. Why would I do this? I am confused by that. But compound deck. And yeah, let's get ourselves a compound deck. Slap that on there, give ourselves some better defense. Boost our magics too. Don't see why not. There we go. Just straight up stat boosts. Yeah, seems like as good an idea as any. He says, really not actually knowing one way or the other. Yes, yes, may the moons watch over us and all that good jazz. You got anybody up here? Oh, yeah, this is a... Hello? Why am I... It's a wanted poster. Nope. No one I know. Isn't that literally a picture of you? Terror pirates having a price on your own head is sort of a status thing. But that's literally your face, Vice. Interesting. Yes, hello. Have you met one of my many duplicate brothers? All right, wait. Is that the legendary Ducats coin? How did you find it? I'll pay you 20,000 gold for it. Okay. Sure, I guess. Really? You will sell it to me? This is wonderful. People have been searching for this coin for ages. I mean, it beats just having it around doing nothing, I guess. Here's hoping that it's not super important and I did something absolutely idiotic. Seems pretty likely. Yep, there's that guy. Any new info to buy? Nope, we pretty much got it all figured. All right. Well, if I did something horribly wrong by selling that, I'm sure I'll be told. Question, though, 20,000. Is that actually like... Brain. I don't... Oh, there's my gold. Sorry. 20,000? Yeah, that's actually a decent chunko change. Hopefully I didn't get, you know, get ripped off in some regard. Where do you keep your door? There it is. What a strange question to ask somebody. Yes, hello, good sir. How the hell do I leave? Oh, everything's changed so much. At least the water's still flowing. You have to forgive me. I was actually, I'm consistently hitting the A button in case there was something on the ground or something. I don't know, it's sort of like a nervous habit or something. It's the mystery merchant. I've got stuff, I guess. What kind of stuff you be selling? A thermo ring, a Lena ring, some other boxes? Sure, I'll buy some of those boxes. I don't friggin'... Yeah, there you go. Now I am the guy with the box. Good day, sir. Nice hat. Is there anybody else around these? Oh, observation tower above. Leave your handprint. I wonder if I can get a good view into Strahd from up there. What's left of it, I guess. Ah, some sort of art place. That makes sense to me. Ah, yes. Breathtaking view, this. Now, I carefully analyzed to see if there's anything around here, and despite the fact that I didn't point my analog stick towards the direction of the stairs, the game decided I was going that way anyway. Oh, ain't that fun. Alright, well, walking around. Is this a door or a wall? Sometimes it can be hard to tell. Alright, doesn't seem like there's too much of anything around these here parts that's left. Very unfortunate. Ah, hang on. I never really got to explore this place when it wasn't being destroyed, you know? Oh, it's a weapon shop. Vice the Valiant, I can't believe you've actually come to visit my store. I kinda doubt it, but you got anything good? Oh, you do got something that's good. Yeah, apparently. Alright, new sword. Give me that sword. Yeah, there you go. Huzzah, thank you very much. Wish I got that earlier, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Alright. It's probably a bit more inconvenient to get to this particular part of town now that they're, you know, everything's kind of destroyed. Oh, never mind. The staircase that led to that was always there. Go figure. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm just going to see if there's any way to get over to the destroyed palace. I feel like, wouldn't be really a great time to say I told you so and what have you, but, you know, that place is very clearly completely barred off. Well, I sincerely hope that they didn't die. Just because that guy made a really, really dumb call doesn't mean he deserved to be, you know, exploded. But as he was the leader of the place that they were attacking, if he wasn't killed outright, he was probably taken. Seems like a pretty safe bet. Most unfortunate. Alright, then that appears to be just about anything that I could have done. And I got better equipment, so it's not like this was a bad waste of, a really bad waste of time or anything. Plus, got a crewmate. Alright, then just one last thing. I do want to talk to the dude that's up on the turret over here. Mostly because, you know, I've heard multiple people say his name, so it could be someone important. Maybe even recruitable. And if there's even the slightest possibility of that, I can't just say, nah, you know? Give me some vague idea. Wasn't expecting to get a merchant, but it makes sense that I'd get a merchant. How you doing? I'm angry! Oh, crap! Damn it all! He called me the best gunner around. I was Kazim, the crack shot. But I let down my guard, and before I could do anything to stop them, the enemy turned the whole city to dust. It really chaps my hide. It really ferments my berries. Really salts my butter? What? No. I think I'll fly right over to Vala and give them a blast in the chops. Seems ill-advised. Calm down, calm down. Oh, wow, he is recruitable. You do anything like that, and you'll get blasted right back. It's way too reckless. Haha. So says the man who was so reckless as to escape from Vala twice over. Yeah, but it's different. We're protagonists. It was always gonna work out for us. Although, there we go. Saying that was probably good. What is that? You're not. I am. Could you be the pirate Vice who abducted the Valan prince and blasted your way out of the Grand Fortress? Well, one of those things is true. Well, I don't know about the abducted part, but otherwise, yes. There you go. I am indeed Vice. Vice Threepwood, mighty pirate. In that case, you've got to do this for me, Vice. Let me join your crew. Well, I don't have a gunner, so why not? I'll never be satisfied until I have delivered a blow for my cannon to Vala. I must join forces with you and become your ship's gunner. Good, it is decided. Well, doesn't sound like you'll take no for an answer, and I suppose we might as well have you come aboard. No reason to not. There we go. That's exactly what I was thinking. When multiple people talk about a character, they're probably at least mildly important. And when everything that they have to say about the guy is, boy, he sure does hate those people, and he's just kind of standing next to a cannon doing not much of anything while cursing the people that he hates and not doing anything about it. It was a pretty safe bet. Although those guys seem to have gone somewhere else, apparently. Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through that whole thing. Why'd they have to blow up all the things that make it convenient to get to places? Very rude. Very, 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 very rude. Alright then. I gotta tell you. I'm really, really honkin' curious about this HQ thing. Is it gonna be cool? We're gonna turn that abandoned island that Vice got washed up on. We gonna make that place a home? Because that'd be so cool. I like that idea a whole bunch. It's like in Suikoden when we got a dang castle, you know? It's just such a cool thing. And the crew building is kind of like that. A little less so, because, we're just on the boat and we're trying to get boat things, so we're not just randomly, you know, getting anybody to join our weird little castle village thing that we possibly can. You actually need to contribute at least in some minor way. I say that, but I did bring Marco and Pow. Cabin boy and pet. Those are fine. There we go. This is the place that I spent like 2 weeks collecting sticks and rocks. Woo! That's a pretty neat song that's playing right there. Nice. This is pretty amazing, huh? I mean, with enough people to build some. Oh, I guess you're Sisha. I thought you were staring at her butt. I was about to be very confused. Hey, Enrique, how does it feel to be outside the Imperial Palace? Oh. I'm dying. Everything is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before. Looks like someone's a little airsick. Right, not seasick. Perhaps all this traveling is a little rough for our sheltered prince. Yes, you're correct. I never realized that sailing could be so rough. But this was my decision. Can't let a little air sickness slow me down. Okay, well, he didn't vomit. Enrique, are you going to be all right? Fina, you have healing magic. You could do something. Well, it looks like this is going to be a long trip for Enrique. Yeah, don't worry, Enrique. Once you get used to sailing, and you won't get as sick as easy, I'm sure you'll be okay. Eventually. A gangly old man's voice. Hey, it took you guys long enough to get here. Who's gangly? What? Hey, it's good to meet you. You're Vice, right? Okay, so... that's not good. Oh, no. Is that a typo, or has his name always been Gilder? Oh, please let that be a typo, because if not, I am never gonna hear the end of that. Ignoring that, Gilder, I guess, told us that you needed a crew. We're here to report for duty. Who the heck is you? I'm Brabham. If anything's broke, I can fix it. I'm the greatest engineer that ever lived. That's extraordinarily convenient because we kind of need better engine going, you know? That's a nice looking ship. If you want, I can get it running smoother than ever. Crank it up a few notches, give it more power, get you through some fog maybe. Bam, ba, ba, bam. I'm Ismail. You want something built? I build it. You don't want something built? I'm gonna build it anyway. I'll build some buildings for you. You're gonna need a base, right? That we are. Sure. Thank you. Leave it up to us. But before we get started, we'll need some funds to cover expenses and labor. First, I'll fortify the hull of your ship so you'll be able to pass through the stone reefs. Good. Then I'll upgrade your engine so you'll be powering through the skies with rifts in no time. But it will cost you 25,000 gold. Dear God, your mouth unhinged like a snake's. I plan to build you a port and some living quarters first. Let's see, cha-ching. I'll need about 75,000 gold. What a bargain. I can only afford one of those things. What? So altogether, we'll need you to give you 100,000 gold? Well, the Dolphinus does need some modifications, and we are going to need more than a couple of caves to call this a base. Enrique is right. Let's put off our search for the other moon crystals until we can get 100,000 gold to pay these, gentlemen, as it were. Well, I could upgrade the ship, but I don't have anywhere close to enough to build a bunch of buildings. Yeah, I'm almost kind of regretting buying all that stuff I bought. Do you have the 25,000 gold that I need to modify your ship? Yeah, I do. You gave Brabham 25,000 gold. No problem. If I can only have one, I'd rather have it be that. Now I can fortify the hull of the Dolphinus for you. You'll be going through stone reefs and sky rifts in no time. All right. So now I just... Is there a special way to make more money? 'Cause, I need 50,000 more gold. Looks like you don't have enough gold. That's too bad. Well, when you do, come back and talk to me again. I'll make the best base ever. I see. Okay. What would be the smart thing to do?